Yeah, hello, my wonderful people. Good morning to you all. Happy new day. And I wish us a very wonderful day. And which grant us the opportunity to do things right and also to direct things the way they're supposed to be. Anyway, if it is the first time of hearing my voice and you still wonder who is here, my name never change you. I'm still remain Amandia Neze, reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, where the truth is always the order of the day. Anyway, I don't want to waste much of our time. I just want to go straight to the reason why we are here this morning. No time to take time. And please, if you never subscribe to my channel or you have subscribed and unsubscribe, my dear, the decision lies on you. Nobody is going to force you to subscribe or to continue to watch my content. If you feel what I'm doing is right, then go ahead and subscribe. Subscription is free. Well, my wonderful people, again, we have a situation here because there's a heavy panic and also happening live in Anambra State as a unknown gunmen don't capture one saboteur in the Biafran struggle. I mean, he have turned to be a thorn on our flesh. But thank God, though, for the intervention of unknown government, despite the fact that the activities are not being supported. But this one, we have to get to praise them because they have really done well. To capture a saboteur who have been, an informant, revealing to the Zoological Republic of Nigeria security personnel the modus operandi of the Biafran people. So, anywhere where there, if you get this message, help me with your two hands. To side the Ozi. Let every news and crannies have the glimpse of what is happening. And upon that, we still have another situation at hand here. In fact, this one is the main of them all. Nigerian elections have come and gone. It is over. But should they be forever over in Biafra territory? That is the question we need to ask ourselves. Yes, every other state has been celebrated. Every other state are jubilating of getting either they get the good governor or they get the manageable governor. But in Biafra land, which is at least one of the Biafran state, which is Imo State, have never and can never, the election can never be over because till tomorrow, there's still a lot of every now and then because of the wrong choice or because of, the Supreme Court forced the Supreme Court forced on the people of the Imorite and the Biafrans because as Osimi Osuanya, that is the simple truth there. And because some states now, I have seen them, nobody is commenting, nobody is saying anything concerning the emergence of hope or danger. But the insecurity that is happening in Imo State is what is escalating to Anambra and so other parts of the state, of the region. Well, let us go straight to the reason and read everything the way it is. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. If you are waiting for me to bash anybody today, my dear, I'm not going to bash anybody. In case of you people commenting, show your face, so that if you are not afraid, show your face. Okay, now don't worry, I will show my face. And when that time happens, you must surely find me come. You get the point now, Anyway, let us read in between the lines, my people. I beg, make another say I talk too much. The above question is born out as a matter of sincere curiosity and necessity. In consonance with what that has transpired over the years in the contraction called Nigeria since 1962. When the first post-independence census was conducted, but more significantly, what happened this year, 2023, during the so-called presidential general selection and the subsequent governorship selection, which was concluded a few days ago in Imo, Bayelsa, and Kogi State, respectively. As usual, the elections were characterized with violence and unimaginable state fraud against the helpless electorates. Rigging and electoral malpractices was brazen and unapologetic in Imo State. Police officers were seen responsible for ballot box snatching and political thuggery. The officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) that are not dependent went to the polls with already filled and written ballot sheets and the modern digital vote counting machines and mechanisms, beavers and IRF. were reported to have manufactured on the get-to-go as obtained also during the presidential elections in Nigeria. The simple truth is that INEC have been compromised, the judiciary have been compromised, the security personnel have been compromised. Then the question is, who will save the people of Nigeria? I'm not talking about the Biafrans, because for we must surely get what we want when the time is right. Who will save them from all these people, from all these expired drugs or expired human beings that claims to be at the helm of the affairs of that country? Sorry to say. The truth is that recounting the ills and abnormalities that occurred in this Nigeria 2023 elections is exhaustive and disgusting at the same time. But it is important to document them for posterity and referral purposes. For what it is worth, the indigenous people of Biafra movement took a neutral posture in the sensational elections which commenced from November 2021 to November 2023. Unlike its initial policy of election boycott, it has applied in yesteryears. This neutrality standing was inspired by the popular enthusiasm of the masses in the East, who were convinced that they could exert the desired change with their voting cards. But they forgot. And Mazen Namdekano made this open and make it clear to every ear that cares to listen that the INEC and their ad hoc staff decides who win the election, not the electorate or your voter's card. Although they were admonished against that beforehand. They already tell them that your whatever they call it, your voter's card or permanent voter's card, PVC, have nothing to play in Nigerian politics. Yet, even at that, IPOB still encouraged and maintained that the will of the people should be respected. And in the recent Imo elections, IPOB emphatically warned that the subversive tendencies of INEC and its officials can no longer be tolerated. And should they go with their nefarious plans, there will be consequences. Unfortunately, INEC went on with those plans and rigged the polls in favor of a stooge who was imposed on the people of Imo State by the Supreme Court 4 years ago. Thus, on this premise, shall we make our inferences. For years, the IPOB movement has endured overtures by the political class, mostly from the Eastern stock, to withdraw her policies of boycott during elections or selections, most of which the movement caved to and lifted the boycott orders in exchange for certain negotiated political and economic deal with the Fulani government for the people of Biafra, for the people of the Eastern Nigeria. Most of these deals never came through after IPOB had lifted the boycott or opted for the neutrality. The most recent of them was the infamous 2023 Igbo presidency campaigns, which as a result led to the illegal prescription of IPOB by the Southeast Governors Forum and Ohaneze, the Hausa, and the bloody massacres that followed suit. They did not only fail at achieving the objective, they never accounted nor explained to the people why they failed till this moment. We are waiting. Rather, they are engaged in shifting the blame on the crop of leaders who were at the helm of leadership at the time, as the ones responsible for the failure. But was this not supposed to be an institutional goal instead of certain individuals or personalities' project? This goes to show the level of irresponsibility with the political elites from the East exhibits. This also indicates that those advising IPOB to go all the way into the Nigerian politics as the easiest means to achieve her objectives will immediately back out when the chickens come home to roast, abandoning her at the crossroads. In light to the foregoing, it is imperative for the sake of securing lives and properties of the people in eastern Nigeria, who are always at the recovering end of the institutionally rascality, manipulations, and distortion done by the political class or their recruited agents during elections. That IPOB bans the activities of INEC across Biafra territory and further sealing off its offices, rather than just calling for boycotts or no elections occasionally. The very institution that facilitates the fraud and travesty every 4 years should cease operations in the East until meaningful reforms are conducted in the system. And that is where we stand, and we are going to achieve it anytime soon. This method does not connote the applications of violent attacks on the INEC infrastructures or its personnel, rather through systematic and conventional legal means in line with the international laws of self-defense and preservation of lives and properties, just like the formation of Eastern Security Network, which was born out of necessity to curb the menace of the rampaging Fulani terror herdsmen after the Nigerian security forces failed to do so. This in any way does not also affect IPOB status as a non-violent self-determination movement, which is still demanding for a United Nations supervised referendum. IPOB is not against any democratic process, but reserve the right object to any process whereby those citizens she fight for their emancipation are indiscriminately sacrificed for the benefits of the gluttonous minority and the Western countries who readily claims to be pioneers of modern democracy but fail to intervene in the sheer ineptitude and mediocrity going on in Nigeria, perpetrated by the political class against the incapacitated masses, also has a disproportionate amount of blame to take. This message is written by the Family Writers Press International. So for you to know that this message is not being concocted by IPOB alone or Biafrans alone. No. For the family, it's written by the Family Writers Press International. It is not locally. So my wonderful people, if you get this message and you refuse to share it, my dear, this message needs to go around. Yes, the election have ended. It's over in Nigeria. But is it over in our territory? The answer is no. Because the killings still continue, as if we are fighting Israel and Hamas war in our land. Hope Uzodinjo will never cease to carry out his jihadist agenda, which they gave to him before they forced him on the people of Imo State. And they're still watching for the lives of Rogers Okorocha, Inyedi Hakim, and the rest of them, who are the pioneers in this field, to say something about it. But all of them refused. They closed their ears as if nothing is happening in Imo State. That is where we find ourselves. When you fail to plan, my brother, you will plan to fail. That's exactly what is happening in the southeastern part of the country and in Biafra land at large. Well, I don't have more to say, but I would like you to do what? Do me a favor. Hashtag Biafra to the wall, Biafra to the moon, all hail Biafra, and hashtag Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Free Biafrans now. That is where we stand. It is Biafra or nothing, and so shall it be. Have a nice day. May the good Lord continue to bless us all, the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. It shall be well with all of us. Have a good day. I will be right back. Bye for now. Que Messiano.